Kia ora, everybody. So today, or tonight I should say, I'm opening some artist proofs. I've been waiting to open these bad boys for a very, very long time. I've got artist proofs from Carlos, Cruchaga maybe, if that's how you pronounce his name. And also some from Henrique. So we're really excited and might do an unboxing as well. Let's see how we go. So I'm going to start with Carlos's parcel. And let's talk about the ProQuest, shall we? The ProQuest, wasn't it incredible? I have had literally, I think, 5 hours sleep. 5 hours, because I was up the entire time and I didn't sleep. I ended up falling asleep on the couch. So these artist proofs also are for myself and some friends. So I'm just going to, I don't think my friends actually want to be in this, so let me, wow, this is very well wrapped. I'm not sure whose is who either, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. Hold up, let me just cut that off. But did anybody actually get to watch the ProQuest? What an amazing feat by LSS. They did an absolutely fantastic job. Had everything from cosplay to Federico who was there, Steve Argyle signing. Like, I believe they sold out of heaps of their stuff very, very quickly. Battle hardened, calling, side events. People were meeting up, you know, people that had never met each other before were catching up. I saw some of the cosplay, but I didn't see all of it because I've only seen, I think, the 4 or 5 finalists, but there were heaps of people. I know that Ethan, I think his name's Ethan Van Sant, who was a huge Levia fan. He did a Levia cosplay covered in blood and kind of worshipy. And Elaine. So Elaine, who I'm starting my new channel with, I'm not sure how we're supposed to figure this out because this is for 2 people, but she did an incredible Icelander. Like, her makeup was so on point and she pretty much whipped everything up, I think maybe the week before, and she even had custom flesh and blood shoes that she'd painted. They had sort of like the Aria symbols and she did a fantastic job. So, ooh, okay. Okay, so this one is for my friend. I'll pop that over there. He's probably watching this. Make sure that you look after my cards, Melody. And these are for me! So Carlos has done lots of artwork for Flesh and Blood. And I actually love his art very, very much. It's really fun what this stuff is. So I got Bingo Silver Pops. I got an extended knick-knack brick-a-brack and pick a card, any card. So he's also sketched them. So let's have a look. Oh, it's a lovely flower, a rose, I think. I think this is 1 of 35, not 135. I think this is 35. So, I mean, that art is pretty cool, right? I'll put that there. We'll save the best for last, the silver palms. And actually, I'll put it here so you guys can see it. And then we've got knick-knack bric-a-brac. You can tell artist proofs, I think I've said it before, like the borders are very, well, the card itself is very dull. And, you know, you'd never get, well, you could get this graded, but you can see it's really off-center. Oh, again, 1 of 45. What is that? Can you guys see that? That is some kind of reptile in a, like a genie bottle, maybe? Carlos, I'll have to ask you. That's really cool. So that's on the back of knick-knack bric-a-brac. And then we've got Bingo. I say Bingo like that every time I say this card. Very colourful. Like Everfest was just full of colourful cards, right? Oh, look at that. It's an Everfest pick. That is really cool. Balloons and everything. Again, that is 1 of 45. Thank you, Carlos. and silver palms. Now, there's been a bit of talk about this when it first came out. Everyone's like, oh, silver palm sucks. But I think we've only just seen the beginning of what's going to happen with silver and copper and gold. And it's going to be pretty exciting. So, oh, wow. These have got like a glossy kind of back too. They're different. It's a dragon. Maybe this is like foreshadowing. Maybe he did some cards in Everfest. They don't actually tell you. Not that you should ask because, you know, there's sort of secrecy with LSS, but the artists, how it works, just as a little bit of insight, that's very cool, is the artists get asked to illustrate. Oh, this is the big one, guys. And I'll put these up here. Hopefully you guys can still see them. And they don't actually know what card or cards, what series or release they're actually illustrating for. So, you know, they could be illustrating something that's due out in months, you know, or next year or whoever. Like LSS clearly are onto it, and, you know, they've probably got a 2-year plan of the heroes and mechanics and everything that want to release, and they have their favourite artists, I suppose, and also artists are very busy. So, yeah, the artists have absolutely no idea. So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight about this box. This is from Henrique, and Henrique is in Brazil, and what happened was he couldn't send any cards outside of the country to New Zealand or Australia. So he was stressing out. I was stressing out because I'm like, oh, we need to get these cards over here, and he's for some reason, I don't know why New Zealand's not accepting mail from there, but at the moment they're not, just like Russia and I think a few other countries. And so for a very long time, at least 6 weeks, trying to figure out what to do. And then lo and behold, just as a matter of luck, I don't even know how it happened, but Henrique had a family friend that happened to be moving to New Zealand in April, like around Easter time, and he gave the cards to her, which is fantastic. I'm like, yes, to deliver or send out to me. Anyway, she sent them, and well, actually, before they got into the country, Customs, sorry, that's my other package, Customs sees that package, but these actually went AWOL, and they actually got delivered to the wrong mailbox. So I got them sent to my mum's house, and I had my mum on patrol. So mum was checking all the time and making sure they were there, and it showed us delivered, but they weren't actually delivered. And so very early in the morning, I got my mother out in her dressing gown and her nightie very early in the morning to go and check letterboxes, and it was at somebody else's. So thankfully, oh my god, I got them finally. So, oh, wow. Here's mine. And look, you can already see something. Oh, wow. Okay. I won't share the other cards because they're not mine to share, but as I've said in other videos, I'm part of a card tell. So there's a group of us and we all buy cards together to save on shipping. Look at that! Oh, okay, I'm shaking. And I have been waiting for these for a very long time, so... Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. So we'll start with that. That is 15 of 44. Oh, look at that. Yes! That is sick! Oh, yay. I have another one. Yes, I don't know if that's a 1. It looks like a 1. Could be a 1. Looks like a 1. Oh, wow. Look at that. He does amazing work. He really does. Okay. That's so cool. So that's gold. I think he's used a marker pen. He's got quite a cool signature too, the shadow signature. So there we have it. We've got 2 fabled, and we've got, I got all the amulets. Yes, I did. Yes, and oh, I wonder if that's, whose hand is that? Is that anybody's hand? Amulet of Intervention. I'm not sure. He didn't number. No, that's right. He doesn't number his cards normally, but he did for the Fabled. So we've got Talisman of Cremation. Oh, that's cool. Is that like ether? Fire? Oh, that's very cool too. Vexing Malice. Yay! But I can't put that in my Viscera deck, but that's okay. This will go in a special place. Oh, that is sick. That looks like some... What is that from? That looks like some kind of monster from a horror movie. That's very dark. Perfect for Vexing Malice. I'll put that here. Runeblood Incantation. Oh, wow. He's covered in rune chants. Wow, he's covered in that. What? I wonder if that's a... No, surely not. That won't be another character, will it? No. I hope you guys can see these. This is so cool. Oh, and Crown of Reflection. This is such... I love the art on this. And I think it was Shalise. Was it Shalise? She did a fantastic cosplay of this crown. She did a fantastic job. So, oh, hello. Beautiful. I'm very, very lucky. So these are all my cards. Now, I did say that I have an artist proof giveaway. And I do. It's basically, here's the deal. I have my YouTube channel, and in order for me to go live on my YouTube channel, I need 1,000 subscribers, which is heaps, right? That is tons of subscribers, and I'm sure it's going to take months and months to get there. But what I'm going to do is, as soon as I reach 1,000 subs, hopefully by June the 24th, which is when Uprising releases, so maybe, you know, if you've got friends, you can tell all your friends, I'm going to give this away. So I'm not sure what the competition will be, but as soon as I hit 1,000, I will run a competition. It's not going to be anything fancy. It'll probably be, hey, make sure you're subscribed to YouTube. It'll be on Twitter, retweet, but I will draw a name of somebody who's going to get this. Now, these are very, very special. I can't put a price on them. I know that, you know, some of the other Fableds have gone for $800 to $1,000 US or more. Obviously, well, not obviously, to me it's obvious, but, you know, there's only a certain amount of these in the world. You're never going to get any more of these. The artists get a certain amount given to them by LSS, and then if they so wish, they can sell them or give them away. And I was lucky enough to get a couple of them. I purchased these. So that is basically going to be my competition. I will post it, and pretty much between now and whenever, as soon as I hit 1,000, the goal is to get there by June the 24th, but if I don't get there, that's cool. I get it. That's like a month away. That's 200 subscribers every week. That'd be amazing, but this bad boy is going to go out to somebody. So if you're into APs, even if you just want a piece of, I guess, fabled history, like this is an amazing card, and I'm going to cherish my one. I cherish all my APs, but this is the big giveaway. While I'm here, we'll pack all these up very carefully. So we're talking about Progress Pro Tour, I should say. God, it was so good. I'll put these in here. One of my friends, Elaine, who I'm going to be starting the channel with. There's also another competition, guys. So if you're on my Twitter, it is pinned to my profile. Basically, you just come up with a name. And you retweet the post, and we're going to pick somebody. We might use the name for our new channel. We might not. But we're going to pick a name. And that person's actually going to get a set of 3 of the extended art Herald of Rebirths. Now, this is a case of Aria First Edition. Now, Elaine just happened to crack a box of Arcane, I think it was this morning, and got herself an Iva video. I also watched many unboxings that were going on, like alpha, oh my god, alpha unboxings. And I think like Rudy, Fluke and Box, talk to me. There were heaps of people there just busting open alpha packs, and I got lots of FOMO. And when I saw Elaine cracked, you know, that fabled, I'm like, well, I could do with one too. Not only that, I need a Spellbound Creepers. So I'm going to crack this just as a little something at the end. I'm probably going to crack the entire case. I won't do it all on video because I'm sure, you know, you guys have better things to do. But we can continue to talk about Pro Tour. I think there were at least 1,000 people there. And I just cannot believe what a fantastic arena was. You know, there were, you know, even the commentators. So Flake, Red Zone Rogue, Chan and Grace. Who else? Brian, I think, was the other one. Even Matt Rogers, he jumped on. They were brilliant and just, you know, down to earth. Had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And, you know, we've got a new winner, which is Chain, which is incredible. But, you know, Yuki Lee, she was great too. Oh, wow! Okay, straight out the bat. First look, Majestic. And a rare, cool, a rare foil. I might move these so I can put these up here so you guys can see. But, you know, there was a real shake-up. Like the Kano matches was so out of the blue, right? Nobody was expecting Kano to turn up. And there's Brendan from Arsenal Pass. There was Sasha from New Zealand, part of the New Zealand contingent, and there was 7 Kanos in the entire competition. And we had 2 of them in the top 8. And it was a mixed bag, which I really liked. You know, it was a mixed bag of players from around the world. It wasn't just all US or, you know, all from a certain country. Oh my gosh! I think this is a tohu. A tohu means a sign. This is a sign. It's a sign that I'm going to get something amazing like a Spellbound Creepers. See, this is what happens. Every time I pull something amazing, I lose my train of thought. Pro Tour. I totally lost what I was talking about. But yeah, I was talking about the diversity of the decks and the players. People, you know, nobody thought Kano was going to be there. You know, Prism was in the finals. There were a couple of Starvos or Bro Stars. That's so pretty. And, you know, the competition was not overrun. I am not doing this right. Was not overrun with Bravos. You know, I think there was an expectation. I mean, there were lots of people in the competition, but, you know, the top 8, those that washed up in the top 8, it certainly wasn't, you know, 7 out of 8 Starvos, which I think is great. And I definitely think that as a result of the heroes that were played, and also I think maybe the people that played the heroes, like Yuki, for example, it's inspired people, right? Inspired people to be like, right, you know what? I'm going to play Lexi, Livewire, in Classic Constructed, because you know what? She has a shot, or I have a shot at getting somewhere with her. Instead of picking, you know, the tried and true. Ooh, is it a cold war? No. You know, people know now that, well, I mean, not that they didn't, but there are now these fantastic decks that Yuki's actually released hers tonight, I think, that people wouldn't give a go. You know, Kano, we're going to see a lot more Kano. We're going to see a lot of wizard action with Uprising, right? We're going to see crazy amounts of wizards. So get all your wizard gear if you're into wizards. And also ninjas for our new heroes. But you know what? I enjoyed them. Oh, yes! Cold foil. I didn't bring any sleeves. Okay, I'm going to use this. Oh, I don't have this. Sorry. And it's ice. It's beautiful. Okay, we'll put that in here. Okay, you're going to go right here. What was he saying? Again, I lose track. What I liked the most was, I think, you know, it was a great reflection of the vision of Hemi-ma, which is James White. Hemi-ma is Māori. Of bringing people together in the flesh and blood. And I don't just mean that physically, as in, you know, let's go hang out together. The actual vibe, I think, in the culture in this trading card game is one where people are supportive. They build each other up. You know, the commentators, oh my god, it's another way before. Aria, we're talking, I think it was Tan and Grace, you know, that, you know, he's a long-time commentator, and he was saying that he's just blown away by the camaraderie and the sportsmanship of the players. You know, there's no shit talking, excuse my language, and it's nothing like he's ever seen. Now, I'm new to playing TCGs, so I don't have anything to go by, but to hear that from him is quite something, because I know that he's been a part of many. And that's what I really liked, and I wish I could have gone, but another time, hopefully, you know, maybe LSS wants to have Worlds here in New Zealand. James, hear me? I doubt he's watching this video, but imagine, wouldn't you love to come to New Zealand for a big event? It's beautiful here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Another one. So many Majestics. And another rainbow full rare. These are so pretty. Look at that. But I think, you know, like, this is James Hood, right? James is from Auckland. He's from New Zealand. Hello, why not just have one here in New Zealand? Be great for us as well, like New Zealand. I mean, just like the rest of the world has been cut off. No tourism. There's so much to do here. If you're into Lord of the Rings, you know, skiing, snowboarding, the outdoors, just chilling, there's heaps to see and do here. It is a beautiful country. Oh, so Majestics. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll put that. Let's go like this. Yes. But that's what I'd love. I know it's a long way to go. I mean, and it doesn't matter where a big event's held, whether it's held in France, the US, New Zealand, Australia, people are going to have to travel. And, you know, we had quite a large contingent from New Zealand go to the Pro Tour. And, you know, people will have to travel, but it's worth it. And don't you want to come to the place where it all started? I think so. And I think, oh, yes. I think it'll be great. That is so, you know, if you look at the non-foil version of this, it's just not as dark. Like, that is, I'd love to see what the full art of that looks like. I reckon that's sick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 5 Majestics so far. Yeah, so there were lots of highlights for me. And I spent a lot of time on Twitter talking about everything Pro Tour related. And had heaps of, you know, my Twitter friends that went along and had a ball as well. So, ooh, that's pretty in foil. So if you missed the coverage, you can still catch it on Channel Fireball's Twitch account. I will chuck that in my comments, so if anybody wants to go and have a look, I highly recommend it. The commentary is hilarious, but also very knowledgeable. So I'm still a new player, and I think I'm on 5 weeks now. I think I'm on my 5th week. And so even me just watching what the players are doing and listening to the commentators, I've learnt heaps. I kind of kept away from the chat, because sometimes people get a bit weird in the chat, but I shouldn't say that, should I? But they do. Oh, pretty. Okay, I'm mixing everything up. I totally am. I'm gonna have to go through everything again. We got rares, on rares, and okay, common foils. I will go back through these. Yeah, so in terms of giveaways, if any of you are into giveaways, so if you don't know, I was very honoured to have been given a content creator appreciation kit from LSS, and that's given me 30 sets of extended art Heralds of Rebirth, and loads of other content creators also got them. I know at Pro Tour, there were people, Ada, Fab with Freya, she writes a lot for the Wraith Time. She's a very good writer. She was giving them away. I know other content creators were there giving them away. And there are loads of content creators out there that are running competitions. I see them all on Twitter. So if you somehow came across this video and maybe you spend your time on another platform, I highly, highly, highly recommend you jump on Twitter, because there are tons of content creators on there that are giving away those Herald of... Okay, Herald of Rebirth. That's another comment that I put in the wrong pile. Fulminate. Oh, another rare. I've already got that. I've got 2 yellows. So this art is from Iswadi. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He does Shock Charmers as well. Shock Charmers and Phantasmal Footsteps. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My favourite pieces of art. Period. In Flesh and Blood. I am absolutely in love with Shock Charmers. And Phantasmal Footsteps has an interesting story, which I don't know if I've told it before, but excuse me. When I got into Flesh and Blood, oh wow, another majestic. Holy crap! This is banging. When I first got into Flesh and Blood, which was from Witch and Chris Sire's unseals, unboxings, I ended up getting a first edition box of Monarch first. So this is, I think, at the peak almost. I spent a lot of money on that box, a lot. And all I wanted was a Phantasmal Footsteps. That's all I cared about. I had looked at the art and I was like, this is the art that I want. This is amazing. I kind of did a bit of research on value. Second pack, got a Phantasmal Footsteps. And I literally, I think it was very late at night, from memory, I screamed the entire house down. And my flatmates come running in thinking I was dying. I was dying of excitement. And I'm mixing everything up again, okay. But that, for me, that was it. After I hit that, like, I don't know if I would have, to be honest, it's so weird talking when you're recording a video. It's like you're doing a diary, right? I don't know if I would have continued, like, collecting, because I basically just collected. I cracked boxes because I absolutely loved it. And if I hadn't got a Phantasmal Footsteps, maybe, I don't know, I might not have continued. But then I'm pretty obsessive, so I probably would have just bought a lot more until I cracked it, which potentially could have been tens of thousands of dollars that I don't have. Pretty. I think I'm going to have to check all these again, because I'm clearly not really looking at these. I really want to Spellbound Creepers. That's right. Spellbound Creepers for my Viscerai deck. I am entering... I'm entering ProQuest this Saturday here in New Zealand. My first ever one. I am not a very good player, clearly. Well, I don't know if that's clear, but I've only just started playing and still getting to know the game and even the rules. And I only ever play occasionally online and sometimes in armories. I play on Felt Table, but I thought, you know what? Who gives a shit? I am just going to enter the ProQuest and get experience, have some fun, meet some people. You know, it'll be the first really cool event. Like, I love Skirmish and I love armories, but this is next level, right? Yes, yes it is. And I don't care if I don't get anywhere. You know, Viz isn't the deck of... Ooh, yes, pretty. Oh my god, another cold foil! Holy shit! Whoa! Oh, okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, we've got... Okay, Melody, just put those there. Yeah. Again, I've lost my train of thought because I got no... Oh, wow. It's a double cold foil box. Yes! And I don't have another... No, I don't. I will find one. Look at that. Wow. Very lucky. Okay. All right. I'm pretty excited. Maybe Spellbound Creepers is in here. Wouldn't that be amazing? So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I encourage anyone, if you're new, and if you're not new, and if you have an opportunity to, I say give it a go. Like, I am going to create a Viserai deck, which probably has zero chance of getting anywhere, but I don't care. I love Viserai, and I know he's not meta or metal, but I'm just going to go to have fun. And I believe that Kale, who is one of our oldest and one of our best players in New Zealand, is going to be there, so I'm really excited because I'll get to meet him. He just won a Pro Quest down in Wellington over the weekend while the Pro Tour was happening, and he got a gold foil, and I'm like, this guy's incredible. He's a very good player, so maybe I'll even get to play him. I doubt it. Well, maybe. Who knows? And I'm hoping that he'll actually join one of the Twitter spaces that I run. So for those of you that aren't from Twitter, every week I run like a forum, and anybody can come. It's open for everyone. It's voice based, so there's no videos. And I get guests on, and we have a theme each week. And we're running on this coming Sunday at 10 p.m. New Zealand time. And the theme is growing your community. So I have one confirmed speaker. I won't let you know who that is quite yet. And also I'm trying to get a couple more just to talk about their experiences and to help other people that are trying to build the community in their own hometowns or cities. Because it's not easy, especially if your LGS doesn't support it. So that's to help the growth, and if you're around, you're more than welcome to come. Find me on Twitter, NZ Fashion. I'll put it in the comments as well. So we've got Icequake, and Bolden, and Twine Lightning. Really cool. And those spaces, lucky last guys, I run those every single week. And I'm going to have a new segment on there, which I don't think we'll start this week, possibly next week, and I'll tell everybody more about that as it happens. The focus for me at the moment is finishing my Viserai deck, actually finishing it. I haven't really kind of started, I kind of have, but haven't. Getting through the armories. Pro Quest this week. I'm starting my new job on Monday. Yay! So I'm going to start getting paid so I can buy more of this stuff. And yeah, and then I'll start getting deeper with my flesh and blood. Although my time is going to get sucked up by work, unfortunately, 40 hours a week, but that's okay. You've got to buy out the time for the things you love, right? Which I do. So 2 rares and this pretty guy. That looks really pretty up close. So there you go. There you have it, everybody. Let's have a look at our hits. Yay! Oh, 2 cold foils, thank you. I've still got 3 boxes left. Surely there's more spice in here. And we've got a Frostlock, Terrasunder, Oakenol, Dustblade, Exposed to the Elements, Fulminate, Flickerwisp, 3, 6, 7 Majestics, love it. 6 foil rares, 2 cold foils. And what I'll do is, just to wrap everything up, we'll put these guys here, put these in the box. This is going to somebody. Once I reach 1,000 subs on YouTube, somebody's going to win this. So please, if you haven't subbed, go and do it. And then once we reach 1,000, I'm going to put out a post absolutely everywhere, on Facebook, on Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram, when this competition goes live. And I will ship it out to somebody lucky in the world. But other than that, guys, have a wonderful day or evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again soon. Take care, bye.